Well, hey there, Diet Disruptors. Carrie here. And if you are watching me on video, yeah, I'm in my kitchen. I'm at my kitchen table. And as I think about our our series, our episodes, our podcast, I love talking to women at my kitchen table, at a coffee shop, being able to share not only what I know in terms of like the knowledge of my experience, but just to hear people's stories and to relate our knowledge around our body and our mindsets and all of those to your life or to the lives of the people that I'm talking to. And so I thought today I would try out doing our podcast, not from my studio, but from my kitchen table with a cup of tea. I have my computer nearby so I can, refer to things and look things up. And I'm going to test this out. And if you like this format where you're hanging out with me at my kitchen table, I'd love for you to tell me. You can put it in the comments. You can let me know. Also, if you're listening to me on the podcast, you can get our podcast wherever podcasts are, living, like all the world of where podcasts are. So I'd love for you to be able to put in a review. What are you getting out of this? We have, what are we on, like 150 episodes or more? I mean, we work so hard, my team and I, each and every week to share with you so many different pieces of content around your body. I get it. It's confusing out there. What the heck are we supposed to be doing? 1 minute we're hearing we should be fasting. Another minute we shouldn't be eating carbs. Calories in versus calories out. It's so complicated. And then as I, go through my feed and I'm even looking at commercials, you see all day long the weight loss drugs. I just see advertisements for Ozempic and Wegovy and all of those types of things. And I think this is where we've come to, looking for the next quick fix, when in all reality, what we know our body needs has been around for decades. The research is very clear. And I've actually pulled up a bunch of research to talk to you about today. The research is so clear, and yet we keep looking for something new, quick, and easy. What I have to talk about today is old. And do I say quick? I'm going to say quick and easy. Now, just because something is simple, just because we know it works, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to go and do it. And that's, I think, the biggest piece of the puzzle that we don't realize. We have spent so much of our time searching for all these weight loss solutions that we actually think that's what we're supposed to be doing all the time, constantly looking for the next thing. What if the thing has been staring at you and now you just have to do it? If you have been following me for any amount of time, and we actually just had a phone call with a woman who had been following us for 2 years. And she's like, everything that you're saying does make sense. So why are we not doing it? Because here's the thing, our foundation, everything that we know about what our body needs centers around blood sugar stabilization. And today we're going to talk about why blood sugar is so important, even if you're not diabetic. Because I don't think people realize how important it is for every single metabolic function in our life, including our mood, depression, energy, cravings, weight gain, everything. For so long, we keep searching for weight loss. But hear me when I say this. Weight gain is a symptom of health and hormones. If you're watching this live, can you put in the comment that exact phrase? Because I feel like we all need it like tattooed on us. Weight gain is a symptom of health and wellness. Let's wordsmith this a little bit. If you are gaining weight, I need you to understand that that's just not like annoying. That is the symptom of something else. symptom is the word here. So weight gain is a symptom of health and hormones. I will you write that in the comments if you're watching this live. And if you're not and watching it on replay or listening, or if you're driving, I don't want you to comment. But if you're not doing any of that, put the comment in there. And then write the word symptom. If it's a symptom and you keep searching the Facebook for that as a solution, you're never going to get to the root cause of the actual problem. So I want to fight diet culture, but I also want to fight, in a lot of ways, the people that are fighting diet culture, because there are two camps. There are the people that are all about weight loss and about feeling like we have to go on a diet so that we look a certain way because our value is in the scale. And that once we lose the weight, we're going to be happy and confident. I am fighting against that. But there's a whole nother camp of people that believe we shouldn't ever we should eat intuitively all the time, even if you don't understand what your body's saying, that we have to fight diet culture so strongly that we have to throw out all the concepts that we know serves our body. I was following somebody, I follow a lot of people that talk about intuitive eating. And they all have intuitive eating programs. And I'm thinking, it's not a program. Intuitive eating is not a program. It is a result of being in synergy with your body. If your body is where it needs to be, and you and your body are speaking each other's love languages, you're going to intuitively know what it needs. Have you ever felt that way about your child or a spouse or a partner or a best friend? Like, you just know what they need. You just look at them and you know something's going on. You can't teach that in a program. You have to literally experience a deep level of trust within each other and knowledge about each other to be able to look at somebody and know what they need. So when I see so many people that I follow around intuitive eating, I think, oh gosh, because one woman was eating a bag of Oreos. I love Oreos. Don't get me wrong. I love Oreos. And she's eating them. And the caption is, when diet culture tells me that I should feel guilty about this. And she's just going and eating Oreos. And I thought, see, that's not the message. Like, we throw the baby out with the bathwater. It's not that I don't think you should have Oreos. It's not that I think you should have Oreos. Food serves our body and food serves our soul, and we need both. If Oreos serve your soul, you should have Oreos. But I remember Christmas is my daughter Grace's favorite holiday. And she just got so excited for Christmas. We have one tradition basically in our family, and it's Christmas Eve. And so every year it's just been this amazing, we've lived all over the place, and it's like the one place we come home to is our little log cabin in the woods in the middle of nowhere, and that's where we do Christmas Eve. And she has always said, I just wish Christmas was every day. And I say, you don't want Christmas to be every day. If it was every day, you wouldn't appreciate it, right? And it would just, like, we'd be broke and it wouldn't be fun anymore. When I think about food, I think it serves our body and it serves our soul. And if we just ate soul-filling food every day, it would be like Christmas every day. Eventually, it would kind of get old and we wouldn't feel good. And we would be really totally sabotaging our health. We know that. Even if, so diet culture, the people fighting diet culture are trying to tell us, like, we don't need to change our body. We should be able to eat whatever we want and be intuitive. And we shouldn't be a victim of, everything being about our size and our body and needing to change our body. I agree with so much of that. You don't have to change your body to be valuable. You don't need to weigh a certain size to have value. You don't need to go wait until you're a certain size before you're allowed to do the things. Confidence does not come because you are a certain size. I know plenty of non-confident small people. And I know tons of really confident, larger people. It has nothing to do with their size. It has everything to do with what's inside. I believe that. And I do not believe we should have to just go change our body because of ego. And I believe that we are in a massive health epidemic here in our country and in our world. And people are dying. 9 out of 10 deaths today are in their 60s and 70s due to a metabolic disease. A metabolic disease has direct connections to what we're eating. So that's why I know we are so different here, because I will fight diet culture all day long, but I'm also fighting people that fight diet culture because you're not serving people by not helping them understand what their bodies need. And that's where blood sugar stabilization comes in. Yes, even if you're not diabetic. If weight gain is a symptom of health and hormones, then we have to go and fight the root cause. Because if we get to the root cause, then there won't be a symptom anymore. And not only will we stop then gaining weight, but our body can then release weight, because the reason it puts on weight, the reason why it holds on to weight, is because it's trying to protect you. Fat cells are there as a protectant. And so many women are like, I hate it. And I get it. But when you love your body enough to realize, oh, wait, you're not trying to hurt me, you're trying to help me, you can appreciate it a little bit more. But that level of protection is actually what's going to kill us, because eventually our body can't handle that. That's not optimal health if it has to keep producing fat cells to protect us. Why does it produce fat cells? Blood sugar dysregulation. Sleep. If you're having sleep issues, that is a symptom of something else, very typically health and nutrition, health or hormones. And if every single metabolic function in our body is related to blood sugar, then wouldn't it be suffice to say that sleep would be as well? See, we just keep going down this rabbit hole, and there's two of them, right? There's this idea that I have to look a certain way, I have to weigh a certain amount, I have to be a certain number on the scale in order to be valuable, in order to be confident. And then there's this other point of view that says you should not have to conform to what society says. Go eat, go do you. You do you, girl, and go eat the bag of Oreos. Can there be something in the middle? The reason I want to stay healthy, the reason I show up to the gym every day, the reason I eat in a way that balances my blood sugar is not because I care what you think of me. I don't. I care because I have a purpose on this earth that I want to be able to serve. And I don't want to be a burden on my kids. I do not want them to have to take care of me. And if I don't take care of me, then they will have to. And that is a nightmare to me. So I show up every day at the gym for a very different reason than people on a diet show up every day at the gym. And I eat Oreo cookies for a very different reason and a very different way than people who are like, throw diet culture out the window. Because I want to serve my body as much as I can, yet I want to always be able to serve my soul. The idea is around intentionality, but if we do not understand our body and we keep going down the path that is making us sicker, whether you are going full force, I give up, I'm not conforming to diet culture, or you go in, you feed into diet culture, either direction is making you sick. I can tell you, the thousands of clients that I've worked with, the majority of them have basically dieted their way to obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. It's not because they haven't dieted, because they have. That's the majority of the people that I work with. And there's a lot of people that live this, screw it, I'm going to do whatever I want thing, and they're dying too. So neither one are working. Why? Because blood sugar stabilization is not at the core front of the discussion. Now, there are companies out there that talk about it. Get a continuous glucose monitor. I have tested them all. I actually wear a continuous glucose monitor at very different times. And I love that there is a little bit more information about blood glucose and how important it is. But then you know what happens? People treat it like a diet. They're tracking everything. They're like, I mean, I'm on all the forums and I see, oh man, an apple spiked my blood sugar. I can't have apples now. I'm like, what is that emoji? Emoji face slap? No. Anything that causes us to obsess about what we're doing is restrictive. Anything that causes any mindset where our why is around something we can't control. We can't control how much weight we lose. We just can't. That it is not under our control. We can control our behaviors, but we can't control the number on the scale. But the why we are doing it is the most important thing. Let me tell you about a little research when it comes to sleep. If you are not getting enough sleep because of your own lifestyle, like you're just so busy, you're running around, you're not getting to bed early enough, choices that you're making, I need you to understand how sleep regulates your body. It's like running your phone on 10% battery, and then it goes a little, and you know how your phone doesn't work very well anymore? It goes to low power mode and it shuts things off. Your body does the same thing. And when you don't get enough sleep, we know blood sugar goes wackadoo. And then vice versa, when you have hormonal imbalance, when you're not sleeping well because of hot flashes, hello, all my menopausal women, understand that throughout the day, if you're on a blood sugar roller coaster, which you are, if you are subscribing to diet culture or you are subscribing to, I'm not going to think about it, I'm going to do whatever I want, that's directly impacting your hormones, which is directly impacting your sleep, which is directly impacting all of your health. If you have cravings, it is not your fault. And it is probably not as emotional as you think it is. I'm a sugarholic. I'm a chocolateholic. Oh, I just do that when I stress eat. What if your blood sugar levels and their lack of consistency is actually the cause of your cravings? What if you then balance your blood sugar? Would your cravings go away? I see it time and time again, all the time. So what if you started balancing your blood sugar? Is it possible that not only would you stop gaining weight, but you would actually lose weight? Yeah. But why is that important? Because weight gain is a symptom of health and hormones. And it has to be the why that you're focusing on. Not that I'm going to lose weight so that I can be accepted in this community. It is, I am going to get healthy so that I can live a purposeful life and not be a burden to my kids guys, this is a math equation. 2 + 2 = 4. If you are living on either side, I'm not worrying about it, or diet culture, there's a math equation. You're only going in one direction. Look around and see what our society is coming to. This isn't about people looking a certain way. This is about health. And people that are anti-diet culture, that actually fight the diet culture, actually fight the word health. Because I do believe that the word health has replaced skinny. I mean, let's be honest, the Special K commercial, is it Special K? Is that the cereal where you pinched an inch? Remember when you were a kid and you saw that? Our culture was all about being skinny. And if you can pinch an inch, there was something wrong with you. You should be able to pinch an inch. Oh my gosh. But now the argument is that like the word healthy has now, people really mean skinny. So we can't really use the word healthy. No, we have to use the word healthy. But just eating clean, for example, or eating vegetables might be healthy, but it can still throw your blood sugar out of whack. We need to be healthy and balanced. And when I say healthy and balanced, I mean, yeah, serving our body and serving our soul. Balance means that there isn't restriction. Balance means that I'm not obsessing about food. Balance means I understand my body and what it needs, and I am intentional about what I do, but why I do it. So if you see me at a restaurant and I'm ordering a salad, it's not because I'm on a diet. It's because that's what I really want to be eating right now. I want to serve my body more than I serve my soul, because I appreciate the soul filling foods more. And because I balance my blood sugar throughout the day, every day, when I have soul filling food that would normally throw my blood sugar completely out of whack, my body is not tired anymore because I have been serving it. And it's like, oh, hey, you got some appreciation meals going on? No problem. I got you, Carrie. Yeah, we're going to raise your blood sugar, but don't worry. We're going to release the insulin that we need to be able to make it okay for you, because I have that relationship with my body. That's intuitiveness. That's intuitive eating. When you understand what your body wants. And it is old school. This isn't new and trendy. This has been around. This research has been around for decades. And I have probably 10 tabs up right now about glucose levels and sleep, about our overall health when it comes to our glucose levels, how it impacts every single metabolic function in our body. Once you become insulin resistant, pre-diabetic, or diabetic, now you're reactive. But if your body needs this in order to have the basic functions that you really love, like sleep and lack of cravings and energy and hormonal balance, not only will you get that, but then you have the long-term goals too. So it's old, it's quick, and it's easy. And that's what you keep looking for in a diet or in a solution. This is what we need. This is what our body needs. So the goal of this episode today is for you to really understand why blood sugar is our body's love language, why blood sugar is the only type of approach that can answer yes to 3 questions. 1, is it based in science, designed for my body to thrive? Yes. Diets are based in science, are doing exactly what they're supposed to do. And it is not about thriving. What thrives in a deficit? Nothing. 2, would I let my kids do this? If you're doing something that your kids wouldn't be allowed to do, or you wouldn't want your kids to do, you shouldn't be doing it. 1, your bodies are physiologically the same, but 2, what kind of a role model are you being for your kids? That is part of my huge purpose on earth, that I can raise independent adults. And I will never do that if they continue on with the same cycle of dieting and believing that their value is a number on the scale and having a disordered relationship with their bodies. And number 3, can you do it for the rest of your life? Weight gain is a symptom of health and hormones. In order to deal with the symptom, you've got to deal with the actual root cause. How you lose weight has to be how you maintain it. This isn't about doing something for a little while, because your body does not like that confusion. It cannot be intuitive with you if you keep changing things up. Doesn't that make sense? So if you take anything from today, it is to understand that all of these other schools of thought are just messing with you. There is one tried and true approach. And if you jump after, if you got to be very careful, because if you jump after blood sugar with somebody that's promising you weight loss, understand you're going to feed into diet culture. And because our behaviors have been so all over the place, and our thoughts and our beliefs dictate our behaviors and our actions, you need to understand that without digging into your own mindsets about yourself, your body, your own behavioral science, you're never going to be able to do something for the rest of your life. So I know when you want something different, you start looking, but here's the thing, you got to do something different. So blood sugar stabilization is the key. What I want you to do from here is one of 2 things. Go ahead and start researching and thinking and digging in to the benefits of blood sugar stabilization. It's out there. Or number 2, just book a call with one of our coaches. I have an entire team of people that will help talk to you about this and come up with a plan for you for next steps. We work with people all the time. I mean, every day, to actually cut through the confusion and really blaze through the concepts that diet PTSD has caused us, and renewed our faith in the relationship with us, ourselves, and our bodies. So get on a call. It's like I'm sitting here talking at my kitchen table. You could be talking to either me or one of my coaches. I even open my calendar up for some of our coaching calls with our initial um, interested followers. So it's up to you. Go try to do this on your own. But I just think we were not put on this earth to find the right diet, but we keep acting like we were. So let's just actually take a first step towards understanding what we need to do and then go from there. So we'll put a link in to book a call with us. But if you get nothing else, remember, weight gain is a symptom of health and hormones, and we keep going after the symptom. We need to go after the root cause, which in just about every circumstance is blood sugar stabilization. And if it is not the case in your situation, you will never know if you don't get your blood sugar regulated first. Then we can deal with the other stuff. Now, you guys, I hope you liked hanging out in my kitchen with me. I certainly enjoyed hanging out with you. Comment, talk, share, put a review on the podcast. I really want to hear from you. And let's change the way the world looks at food. Let's go.